Good evening, YouTubers. Welcome to World Cinema Reviews. This is Frank the Vamp. Um, Sorry about not being here earlier. I know I've been trying to be online, but I've been really sick, so I apologize. I finally got there enough strength. I'm gonna try to my voice to be strong and I'm close to the mic. I want to make sure I make a good quality video for you guys. And so, getting better. Uh, Apologies, but I got a lot of videos in here, but they haven't translated into posting them yet because. Um, oh yeah, and also there's been some requests by some YouTubers, and I'm gonna, ask you to be delayed because of my health. So I apologize, but I will try to get to everything that I need to do. But today we're going to talk about something very special. The upper left hand side you will notice a little crown, a little BR, and I usually don't use many graphics, but I wanted to express that because we're going to talk about a masterpiece today. I'm going to talk about Battle Royale. And Battle Royale is a sci-fi horror Japanese film that is so controversial that's been banned in many countries. There's plagiarism controversy about it. There's too much violence, too much graphic involving teenagers controversy. There's just so many things that are surrounding this film that it's unbelievable. Well, we're going to talk about it a little bit later on, but that's not what makes the film great. This film is truly a masterpiece um, because it actually thought of something really unique um, and combining with the youth of Japan and really allowed it to take shape on its own. It didn't cut any corners. It went to places where people wouldn't go. Um, the director, um, which is the great late um, Japanese director Kinji Fukasaku. That unfortunately he's no longer with us, but his work, his legacy with his Yakuza movies, and one that I particularly got to see, which was the film Tora, where he directed the a portion of the film where is Pearl Harbor with the Japanese point of view. Was really superb. He truly captured in this film a true masterpiece. So therefore the homage there for the Battle Royale. And we're gonna cover all the controversy about it. We're gonna talk about all the things, but first of all we're gonna talk about the acting, we're gonna talk about the directing, the shots, the music, the score, everything that makes this film so enjoyable, so unbelievable, so quality. It's just awesome. Let's well, Kinji Fukasaku, like I said, directed this film. Um, some of the actors involved, notably Takeshi Kitano, one of the teachers. Um, we have the great, great other players, mostly very young players. Um, uh, you know, from Chiaki Kuriyama. That's from, I believe, Kill Bill fame. She plays Gogo Jubari in Quentin Tarantino's 2003 film Kill Bill Volume 1. And we got uh, Tatsuya Furiyama. Um, and we got Aki Maeda, Taro Yamamoto. We have Sayaka Ikeda, Takayo Mimura, and Minami. And let's talk about the actual plot here. Battle Royale. It's about you take this in the future, okay? In Japan, Japan has become truly unruly when it comes to their uh, educational system, and there's like a walkout of 800,000 students, and the government feels anarchy, by the teenagers. So they decide to make this strange law where they're going to get a graduating class, for a Japanese high school, and basically they kidnap them, drug them without their consent, of course, drag them into a deserted island, and pretty much, um, wakes them up and say, the teacher, brilliantly played by um, the great Takeshi Kitano, says, hey, you know what? You guys under this government law, you guys got to kill each other, and there's got to be only one at the end of the game. You got 3 days. If you guys refuse to kill each other, you guys have like a collar here, where we can just blow you up. If you guys don't, if there's any more than than one person left at the end of the time limit, you all of you just blow up. If you try to leave the island, you will blow up, or we will kill you. We'll find you and kill you. Um, you know, they give each student some weapons, some survival gears, different type of survival gears, and pretty much just let them, open the open. Just go. Um, and the film premise is just so shocking. Um, and let me tell you what the greatness of this premise is. Um, it doesn't try to follow a linear plot. It actually does something very beautiful, which is it actually lets the actual actors, the teenagers, develop true feelings. Some of them are pacifists. They decide to take their own lives rather than play the game. There's some others that are cowards and hide. There's some others that are psychotic bastards and try to kill everybody. There's some others that are very deceiving. There's some others that are very cunning. Uh, and it truly explores, the ability to really care about one's life over the other. There's some that are very heroic and try to save everybody and try to manipulate the game to their own device. And it's really awesome that you actually see all these different things. And the silly thing is that they're still being teenagers. They're still falling in love. Some of them are sacrificing themselves for the girl they like or the boy they like, and they're still acting like teenagers. It's not. It's truly beautiful. The score, the music. It's classical music. Uh, the kills are bloody, over exaggerated, sometimes almost cartoonish, anime-like, and the film is beautiful. I almost cried. I truly had an epiphany that this film is one of the best films I've ever seen. Ever since I've seen a Clockwork Orange, and it's just I don't want to spoil anymore. Watch this film; it's unbelievably great. It's everything that I thought that a horror film should be. Yeah, I know it's some people say, well, it's not really horror; it's sci-fi. It is horror sci-fi, right? Because there's a lot of horror elements to this, and it's unbelievable great. Um, some of the things that I want to talk about is that the controversies right quick. So, this first of all, this is banned because of the subject matter being teenagers, banned in many countries. In fact, in the U.S., it took like 11 years to release. That's why I haven't been able to see it, because this film wasn't widely available. I heard about it. I remember hearing things about it. I grew up in California, and then things about they had a thing in Berkeley going on, and then I had a lot of Asian friends, and some of them were like, "Oh yeah, let's go just watch this battle royale thing going on." And it's like, "What's battle royale?" And then later on, I started hearing things. It almost became like a cult following about this film, and there were rumors that people get arrested if you watch this film. You see, it's actually quite gory, but it's more of the subject matter of the actual miners doing things, and it's but it's just superb. Um, it is comparable to Stanley Kubrick's, because it explores the human nature of trying to actually see where evil comes from. And what the Joker says on The Dark Knight is that if people are forced to kill each other and there's not enough resources to go around, and there's about survival, everybody becomes an animal. It's all about survival, and it's just unbelievably great. um, the other controversy is that if the elephant in the room is that it sounds remarkable like the Hunger Games. It's not. I mean, as we watch the film, but you could see that some people accuse this film to be, because it's a prior novel first, and then it became a film. Years before the Hunger Games were done, written and transferring to film. Draw your own conclusions. I don't know. Maybe it might have been an influence. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But that's another controversy that's widely talked about. Um, this is a true labor of love. The director, I mean, whatever, the acting is superb. The actors are just, like I said, all the ones. I don't want to talk about what each individual actor did. Just little bits and pieces. And just tell you that they were all great. Because I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just going to tell you just what happened. The ending is amazing. It's actually not what I expected. It's not Hollywood at all. Some people may say it's a little Hollywood, but no, man, don't be deceived. This film gets an A plus. It's one of the best films I have. I would say one of the top horror Japanese, top best films I ever seen. Battle Royale, dude. Wow. Um, can't say enough great things about it. I hope you guys give me a lot of views. Subscribe if you want. Run me. Um, if you don't like it, tell me why you didn't like it. I'll be surprised to hear. But it's your opinion. That's fine. It's my opinion. If you disagree, I'm sorry. But let me know. Put some comments on the video. And I've been request some horror from Korea. I'm working on more British horror and working on more Mexican horror. I got like 10 projects, guys. So I'm gonna crank out as many videos as I can. God bless you. Take care, and see you guys next video. Peace out. Battle Royale forever, dude. Small little side note. There was a sequel planned to this film, and there is a sequel which I haven't seen. And that director unfortunately passed away, Kinji Fukasaku, before, but his son carried on the project apparently. So if I can get a hold of that film, I will watch it, because I just can't get enough of this. And by the way, even though I like the Hunger Games, this is way better. So take it easy, sayonara, my friends.